Yes guys, it's Luke from Lean with Luke, and today's video is a juicy one. See what I did there? I'm gonna answer this question that has been thrown at me hundreds of times in the past few months. It's all come from my transformation video. Everyone is asking, was my transformation natural or not? In this video, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I don't wanna give anyone any sort of false hopes or I don't want to be dishonest. I want to tell you a lot of the truth. So here we go. One of the first things that people kept saying in the video and asked me was, this isn't achievable. So here's the picture. How I looked here and how I looked at the end isn't achievable. You must have used steroids. So let me tell you something. All you guys see is the thumbnail and that's it pretty much. Obviously the clips too. But what you don't see or know is that actually took me 7 years between those two photos. Let me say that again. 7 years. This wasn't overnight, it wasn't 2 months, it wasn't 7 days, or even 7 months. 7 years. So if you think 7 years ago how different your body was to now, it's probably changed a lot. And you ain't taken no steroids. So if I've trained really hard for 7 years and ate really well, then of course my body could possibly change to that. A lot of it is all about the consistency. So if you do something for a long time, let's take playing football for example. If you're great at football and you play every day, in 7 years you're going to be real good. If you don't, you're not going to improve. Training and fitness is no different. For I'd say 4 or 5 times a week for 7 years I've gone to the gym. Unless I've been on holiday or I've been unwell, consistently every week I've gone to the gym and done something. If you do this for a long period of time, you will change your body and you can create a transformation like my one there. And you don't have to use steroids or any other sort of performance enhancing drugs at all. It's more than achievable. The second thing that come up a lot in my video, which people were saying was, how did you stay so lean and gain so much muscle?
You must have used something.
So let me put this one straight. Anyone that knows about body types and genetics, it does play a factor when having a body transformation or going to the gym. So for me, as you saw from the videos, naturally, I'm what you'd call an ectomorph. I'm very, very skinny and I find it really hard to put on weight. Even now, it's very hard to do so. And hence why that transformation took me such a long time. But luckily enough for me, being an ectomorph and being skinny meant that as I was getting bigger, my body still didn't change how it works. I still found it hard to put on weight. So anytime I gained muscle, I don't put on fat very easily. So I was getting bigger and my body fat was staying the same. That's just luckily down to, eating well with nutrition, training hard, and also good genetics as well. Another thing you need to remember is the more muscle you have, the more fat you burn, because muscle tissue is very active, and the more muscular you get, the easier it is to burn fat. So I kind of had it both ways. I was keeping fat off anyway, and then the more muscle I built, it was burning more fat because I was getting leaner, and that's how the two came about. And I know it's not always often that you see that, but genetically that's just how I was as well. The third one people kept saying was about my diet. What foods did you eat then? Because I eat the same foods as you, it looks like, and I'm not looking like this. Again, some of you may know this, I'm a personal trainer, this is my job. I've been doing this for a long time now, almost 10 years. So I understood about nutrition. I understood about how many carbs, proteins, and fats I needed. And I understood what training helps to build muscle efficiently and effectively. Collaborating these two things together allows you to get better results. I'm not just going to the gym and hoping. I actually understood the science behind it, and I tested it on clients and tested it on myself. So that acted as a catalyst. And that sped up the process of how much muscle I gained. Because remember, if you go to the gym for 3 years and you use bad technique, you'll get better, but you may not have got as much gains as you would have if you'd done everything very structured with very good technique and with a plan. You'd have got much more gains if you did it that way. And that's pretty much what I did. Everything I did was structured, it had goals, and it was measured. And that allowed me to excel with my physique a lot quicker than most people. And that's just down to my own education and discipline, not steroids. So to answer your question, no, I didn't use steroids, and my transformation is completely 100% natural. Anyone that knows me knows, drugs and all that stuff really isn't my thing. I just about do paracetamol. So anything like that really is not on the cards for me at all. And it's actually a massive compliment when people say that, because I think, wow, you actually think I look like I'm a size that I use steroids. Cheers, mate. And for you guys that have doubts and go, oh, whenever you see someone big or have a transformation, they must have used steroids. Just know that it says a lot more about yourself. You need to have a lot more self-belief. And if you use the factors I've just spoken about, maybe you can get a transformation like it as well. Now, don't get me wrong, people use steroids and that's completely up to you, and not everyone is natural, none of my business. But for me, 100% natural, I'll always be that way, and I'm gonna teach you guys, as I said, how you can do the same thing without having to use steroids. So I hope this has wrapped that up. We can throw it away. I'm probably still gonna get these silly comments even after making this video, but who cares, it's all good. I'll speak to you all soon. Make sure you like the video down below, drop any comments or questions you have that I haven't answered in this video, or any doubts. I'll be more than happy to reply to your comments, as you've seen. And yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Catch you soon, guys. See you later.